Sol and Kal-El fly alone through space, searching for a habitable planet to land on, but find nothing. The trauma of seeing his world and family die, prolonged isolation, and seeming hopelessness of the search sends Kal-El into deep depression, then rage, and finally resigned acceptance. After 17 months and 14 days, 9 million light-years from Krypton, Kal-El gives up hope and tells Sol to jettison him into the yellow sun of the system they have just entered. Sol refuses to let Kal-El end his life, as Sol's prime directive is to keep him alive. Sol detects that the third planet of the system is capable of supporting life and tells Kal-El that they have finally succeeded. Kal-El barely notices, however, as he feels intense heat and then pain from the light of the yellow sun. He yells at Sol to get them away from the star, but Sol pilots them down to the surface as Kal-El screams in agony. On Earth, Jonathan and Martha Kent survey their drought-ridden fields. Somehow no rain has fallen on the Kent farm for months, despite it raining regularly on their neighbors. Martha says that she has seen drones in the sky over the farm and believes that Lazarus Corp is manipulating the weather and preventing them from growing crops to drive them into bankruptcy, as they refuse to sell to Lazarus, which has been buying up all the agricultural land around Smallville for a corporate megafarm. However, Jonathan tells Martha that the stories about Lazarus being able to control the weather or reverse aging, or their owner being over 100 years old, are put out by Lazarus themselves, so people think there's no point trying to resist them. He says he's not going to give up the land that's been in his family for 4 generations, but both he and Martha know that they're close to collapse and don't see how they can win against Lazarus's infinite money and power. Martha says that they would need a miracle. Suddenly, Kal-El's rocket crash lands nearby. He emerges from the wreck, wreathed in flames and still screaming. Sol tells Kal-El that its cells are depleted and needs to power down to recharge. The ship dissolves into sunstone dust and flows into the armor, which also shrinks away into a few bands across Kal-El's body rather than a full suit. The Kents rush over, and he calls out to them for help in Kryptonian before finally passing out. Jonathan thinks that Kal-El might be dangerous and wants to call 911, but because he's unhurt by the fire, Martha believes that Kal-El is an angel, the miracle they were hoping for.